All right, guys, we are back with game number trace for you guys in the Spanish speaking community. I don't speak it. My little boy does, though. Mark, you're fluent, so you can go ahead and cast this first round in Spanish.
I think I'll spare the American viewers there, as I have never practiced casting in Spanish a day in my life. But call outs in Spanish might be quite interesting. I don't know. I've never tried it. I'll have to try it at some
You'd
point.
be like
So maybe
rojo
my,
for
my
red.
grandmother could understand it. You know what I mean? It's possible.
Awesome. Well, I'm on board with Jeezy. Jeezy ain't feeling queasy as he's gonna get the first cap of the game. And now the Bulls are off to a great start, but no, it's going to be tied up by the Bulls, is what I was going to say. But Nike 3-1 so far. That's quite a lot of kills just this quick in the game.
They're just dominant players. They seem like they've got their SMGs on lockdown right there, and they're playing very, very well. Sneaky's going to get taken down as he was trying to go through red to get another offensive push opportunity for Arcadia, but they're getting absolutely outslain right now by the Bull squad, who now scores another score extra, doing all of the offensive work as well, sitting pretty at 2-0 with 2 caps as he goes to get another, but he's got to stay alive here, and red will do so. And wow, this has just been a show by Team Bulls gods.
Extra. He's now pushing through the bottom. Jeezy will shut him down. Deco, who is the star of that S&D, is now just trying to push up. You know, he had a lot of kills, and actually was it he and Extra? I can't remember, but either way, we've seen a great matchup so far. Deco's looks like he's lagging around a bit, having a hard time.
He's just having a hard time setting up the slaying that he needs to in the middle of the map. And honestly, if you look at the mini map, you'll see that every single push by Arcadia has been one by one, and you have to make sure that you at least are winning your gunfights if you're playing that way, or play for map control first and then push up as a team. That's what Decos is trying to do now, as they only trail by 1. But Jeezy trying to get something going mid-map is going to get shut down once again, and another cap will go through, but this time it's for Arcadia, but a trade, as it's Nike that will slide in for his first cap.
He won't be able to get any shots off after he gets blown up by a grenade, but Extra doesn't care. He has all the extra work, gets another cap. That's up 4-2. So right now, Bulls in a commanding lead. If they win this one, I believe that's it, right?
Well, if they win this one, it would be a sweep. You're absolutely right. It would be a 3-0 sweep on this best of 5. Extra's going to get shut down, and he's trying to crawl in there. Oh. And then Nike gets knifed, and that's a very good defensive push by the Arcadia squad. But unfortunately, they also get shut down as they were trying to get behind enemy lines. The only player that's close enough to score is Jeezy, and he has to engage a player there. Now has to stay alive for a little bit longer while his teammates start to get closer to him. And look at that kill by Jeezy, as now he's going to try to slide in, but can't. Defensive plays by Nike will go through.
This Bulls team is impressing me quite a bit. Right now, we're seeing Nike play a little bit of defense. He has players all around him, especially in red, and he's going to be able to take one of them out. There's one more he has to worry about, and they're right next to each other. I don't think they're going to see each other, and now that player will drop down and get that cap. 5-3. They're just trading back and forth right now, Mark. Just back and forth.
Absolutely right, but Jeezy was the one that was making the right plays. He was setting up 4 relays, and it's really helped. Lunatic is going to be able to slide in there due to that incredible teamwork by his teammate, and that's how they're going to be down by 2 scores again. They find themselves down, and it has never been surpassed. That deficit hasn't been surpassed yet, so hopefully they can get some more relays going to get this at least tied up before the end of the first half. But right now, it's all Bulls until just then, as 3 will go down. Nike, the last line of defense, but a score will go through, and now it's a 1-score game.
I loved the push from Arcadia. They were just able to push through white. They sent Decos through red, and now they have a great hold of the map. Decos is going to go ahead and cap. One more player is in the back for that team. That's going to be Lunatic. Max, let's jump on to Lunatic, see if you can get this extra cap right here. And look at that. They're just going to keep trading, but it's only 8-7. Bulls have that 1-point lead.
Yeah, they do, and now they're starting to outslay and start havoc right there on that enemy spawn. They'll regain that 2-score margin of a lead, and Jeezy is trying to protect this with the last 5 remaining seconds. That will stop that offensive push there, as one more player might be able to take it, but the time expires for the first half, and it's 7-9. Only 20 seconds separating these two squads from victory, as the cooldown timer is what sets the tempo here on Blitz, for those of you who are just joining here. But either way, nice lead there by Team Bulls, but I will say this, Smiting, it's not a comfortable lead. Still very manageable here for Empire Arcadia, who are playing for their life here. If they cannot win it on this half, they are out of the tournament.
So it's do or die. But for the Bulls, they're kind of comfortable. I mean, not a comfortable lead, but they have, I mean, they're up 2-0 as far as map count goes. So they can afford to lose one. I wouldn't give Arcadia much comfort, or like I wouldn't let them do it. I would just stomp on their throat if I was the Bulls.
Yeah, I would, but unfortunately they start a little slower than they would have liked, and they are now only up by 1, as Lunatic is trying to make it a defensive stand there, and will. Fantastic plays, but that 2-piece right there by Extra is going to give him that 2-point lead right back.
Well, we'll see what's going on. 2-point lead still, Mark. You know, this has been a great matchup so far. The relatively close games. And this Blitz is another example of that. Optimus able to get a kill in mid-map. Can he get another? No, he cannot. He will be taken out. Right now, it seems to be all extra. This is the all extra show. He's 18
really is.
11.
I mean, he's been doing all of the offensive work with the exception of Revolver and 2 of the other teammates that have 1 cap, but 6 caps by 1 particular player can come back to bite you if they shut down that player. And right now, it's a 1-score differential once again. Extra trying to do some more offensive work on the middle of the map will get shut down, and that's exactly what I was talking about right there. He gets shut down mid-map, and that gives Arcadia the time they need to be able to push up and get another relay going. And that's exactly what Lunatic will do, as he shuts down Extra once again.
Well, it's just back and forth, back and forth. It's now tied up, but no, Bulls will get 1 more cap. You think it's going to be tied up, but unfortunately, it's not. If you're Empire Arcadia, all they have to do is start controlling one side of the map. You know, it's kind of hard when you run 4 subs. I'm a proponent of maybe having 1 AR, keeping him up in red or possibly white. But either way, you know, it's hard to control the map in this unless you full on get that spawn trap going on. And unless Empire Arcadia does that, I think this might be their last map. And I don't want to see that happen. I want to see them win. Hashtag no shutout.
Hashtag no shutout, as I was interacting with the chat in Spanish to make him feel at home. I feel you. I feel you. No worries. 11-12. Still plenty of time, but Extra once again puts him up by 2, as the 2-minute warning is only 10 seconds away, and that 50-yard line is being patrolled beautifully by Extra, but he gets cleaned up. And another possible score, but no, Revolver has an answer to it as he shuts down Sneaky and Jeezy with a nice fell swoop. And now it is going to be all Bulls once again here.
It's a lot of bull, Mark. A lot of bull.
It is. It's plenty of it.
Well, Revolver, once again, not using his handgun, but instead using that MTAR actually rather wonderfully, as he's now 19-16. I've noticed, you know, the Bulls, they're all fairly good at, you know, winning those gunfights. Really, it's Extra who's putting in the extra effort, 25-17. He also has 7 caps to boot.
He really does, and it's really been the story of Extra really stepping up to the plate and performing so well on offense. And now there's still plenty of time. Still plenty of time for Arcadia to get something going, but they can't set up relays, and that's what's come back to bite them. And that's how the Bull squad has actually stayed in the lead the entire match. Now back to a 1-score differential here, as Extra is now going to threaten on top. Owens does get shut down, and Jeezy might have saved the game for the time being with that kill there.
Oh, Decos is going to go in and get a score. 13-13, all tied up, 40 seconds, and then they cap another one. So the Bulls are relentless. I mean, they just keep answering. Or was that the Bulls? That
It was.
the Bulls, right?
It was the Bulls that scored,
Okay.
and now it's a one-score game again. 30 seconds left. It's coming down to the wire, and it's a tie game once again here. It is definitely Arcadia that wants to stay in it as they do start to just really try to play some defense, but the Bulls will slide in for another, and that could possibly win them the game as they have mid-map control, and the last line of offense is sneaky. If he can get in here with these last remaining seconds, which he can't do, that would have been able to possibly be a win. He's not going to be able to slide in there. Decos trying to make a last offensive rally, but that will end it. It's going to be Team Bulls that are going to be moving on here in the semifinals. They sweep Team Empire Arcadia in a very close last game there on Blitz. And now we're going to see who they're going to be matching up with next after the quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Tweet out the stream and enjoy the rest of this BenQ Cup that's coming up.